Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher. Welcome to Business Spotlight, brought to you by Rober & Phillips, attorneys at law. We have Luis Barnes with Tech Forward.
Correct.
Most of you probably haven't heard of Tech Forward, so why don't you tell us the history of how Tech Forward came to be to start with, Luis?
Yeah, I've been working with data since I was 15 years old, and I had a job with this company for the last 20. But I made a mistake. I made the mistake of knowing one thing and knowing it very well. But when the company let me go about 9 months ago,
And that was a downsizing situation,
it was a
wasn't
downsizing.
it?
Yeah, they
Wasn't
company
anything you
got
had
bought.
done.
They got bought by a bigger company. A year later, they downsized, and but when I lost my job and I started looking for a job, in this day and age, last year, for example, there were 700,000 tech layoffs across the nation, and so when you start looking for a job, these companies are looking for someone who can do all kinds of stuff, especially if they're going to pay you what you're asking them to pay you. And I didn't know. I knew one thing.
And that was data. Were you programming data or massaging the data?
No, I was massaging the data.
You're massaging the data.
Yeah,
Okay.
I became director of data analytics. So I knew my data, and I knew how to manage that data. But I didn't know how to manage the server in which the data sat. And these companies are looking for someone that could do everything related to data.
So you look for a job.
I looked for a job. Couldn't find one.
Couldn't find anything.
Fast forward, I talked to my wife. I had decided at that point that I didn't want to work for corporate America. I'm 58 years old, and I just realized that I wanted to do something worthwhile, I guess you can say. And I talked to my wife about it, and I thought the best thing I could do is teach someone not to make the same mistake I made, which ended up being, I'm going to teach you how to be a software developer, but I'm going to teach you several things, several applications, several languages for you to become a successful software developer. And I got together a board of directors. It is my wife, my daughter, one of my daughters, and a man that I've known for 10 years, and they became the board, and we decided that to leave it in a small town. I live in Palmyra, Missouri, and we were going to take this knowledge that we're going to impart on people, and then use that knowledge to help that small town.
So it's not a junior college, it's not a regular school or anything like that. It's going to be specifically training at night, I believe, right?
For now, yeah.
For now,
Yeah.
and then about what are the topics that you're going to be providing for these kids or adults?
We're going to provide 3 different tracks. One of them is called, it's a front-end developer. The front-end developer is a person who, think of it as a guy or a woman who builds your website, who builds the application, what you see from the application. That's a front-end. Then there's a back-end developer, who is the one that deals with the things that you don't see, with the data, with how the data gets pushed to the front end. And obviously, there's more to it than that. And then there's something we call the full stack. A full stack developer is a combination of the two. So that's the 3 tracks that we're going to teach. If you do one track, either front end or back end, it should be about a 3 to 4 month track. Then we have the full stack, which would be about a 6 to 8 month track. At the end of that, they get a certificate stating that they are full stack developers, and we provide them with a laptop.
At the end or at the beginning?
They get the laptop at the beginning,
Okay,
to use it in the development. But if they pass the test at the end, they get to keep that laptop.
So the question for you is, since you lost that position, you just mentioned that you're a one-trick pony, basically. What are you going to teach these kids so they don't become you, in essence?
Yeah,
I think that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And actually, it's funny because I realized that I don't know
Okay.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Right.
Right. I know data. That's all I know. So I have been contacting. I started with friends of mine in the development world, people that I used to work with, and we are gathering a list of developers who would then teach. And what are they going to teach? They're going to teach Python. They're going to teach JavaScript. They're going to teach Postgres. They're going to teach
PHP,
CSS.
Right. That was what I was going to get to, because
cascading style sheets.
yes, because basic software development, you've got Visual, HTML, Java, all that type of stuff. Bootstrap, which is a popular one now.
Yep.
Python, which is big.
Yep.
So open source plus non-open source.
Well, we want to try to keep it all open source.
You are going to try to keep all open source.
We're going to do everything we can, because at the end of the day, quite honestly, developers, the most popular language out there are open source
Yes.
languages. So I don't want to pigeon them hole in some one thing. Keep it open source, and there's a million users out there that can help you out.
So a couple of days a week at night, right? For
Sorry to interrupt, but
No, you're-
so what we're gonna do, the reason why we are doing it this way is because, you know what, you can go online, you can go to Udacity, Coursera, etc., and you can learn by video, right? But if you have questions, maybe you don't quite understand a concept, you really don't have anyone to ask. So what we're doing is, a couple of days a week, we have a developer that will teach you a particular lesson, but that developer is available to you for Monday through Friday via chat for a specific set of hours for you to ask questions.
Like office hours at a normal
office
school.
hours, correct. And then you can also ask him questions via email. And they commit to answering those emails and those chats right away, as quickly as possible.
So you've got a lot of stuff here
Yeah.
that you're going to teach these guys in these 3 stacks. I'm going to call them 3 stacks.
Yep.
I know it might not be right, but and you're going to meet a couple times a week. Right. That's a lot of information to get across in a 3-month period.
It is, but the student also commits to first of all, obviously they have homework. They also are going to be watching some videos.
Okay.
They are responsible for that. But we use that 2 days a week to answer any questions they may have, to help them with whatever project they may have, and obviously to teach them as well. It's a 2 hours twice a week. That they are committed to be there. And we're doing this, by the way, at the Palmyra Public Library.
The library over there,
Yeah.
so there'll be enough bandwidth and all that
Correct.
type of stuff for these guys. So when they're done, they're hireable.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then when they're done with one of those 3 stacks or a combination of the 3, what are you guys going to do after that? I know there's some other stuff beyond just that classroom.
The hope
education.
is, and funding obviously plays a big part, is that we would then turn around and offer them a 6-month internship. And the reason why we want to do that is because, let's be honest, the very first job out there as of you is experience.
Right.
And if you don't have it, how are you going to get it except by getting a job? But we're going to take the opportunity to use that internship to then turn around and ask the businesses in Palmyra, the businesses in Hannibal and Quincy, how can we help you? And we're going to use the expertise that we just taught these people to help you with your business.
And they'll be paid internships, I'm assuming? Or
If funding allows it, yes.
Will it be pay come from Tech Forward, or will it
Yes.
come from? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not for profit, right?
Correct.
So how are you going to fund this? Because you're going to, are the teachers volunteer?
The teachers are volunteers.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, listen, to us, it's not about the money, okay? And I know it sounds strange saying that from a nonprofit point of view, but to us, it's about how can we help you? We have made mistakes. I've made a big mistake, and I want to make sure that I can help someone not make that mistake. So we provide you with a laptop. We figured that in any given year, we may have maybe 8-10 students, right? So that's about $5,000 in laptops. I'm the executive director. I am the only one that is getting paid, and I chose the lowest salary that I could do because I want the rest of the money to go towards this. And it's not just teaching someone. It's teaching that person to take their newly found knowledge and put it to good use. That's really what it's about.
Is there a community aspect of this that you're striving for?
Yeah. We believe that Palmyra, for example, Palmyra is a town that is perfect for this because it's in a great location, number one, but also it's struggling. Like any other small town out there because of the pandemic, they're struggling big time. A lot of businesses close. So I want to come in with Tech Forward and ask the question, how can we help you? If we can help a small business grow, that business will bring people in. If we can have more businesses come in because we provide them with the technology, more people would come in to the community.
So is the flow chart something like this? You're going to go meet with other businesses, I'm
Correct.
assuming, big and small.
Yep.
And then say, hey, what do you guys need?
Yep.
And then are you going to tailor your classes to match what those businesses need? Or are you going to get these guys through what you've already figured out and then say, hey, X manufacturing, this guy is a great fit for you because we've taught him multiple skill sets?
No, actually, yes and no. No, the classes are going to be geared towards what the industry requires of an entry-level software developer. That's the classes. However, the second part that we're doing is that we will partner with other businesses in the area, technology businesses in the area, that has something we can offer to a business. And I'll give you an example. I met with a woman, a business yesterday, The Right Place, WRITE, and she's going to help Tech Forward with a client that we have because that client needs help with their website, wording or their website. I don't have the expertise to make you say something the right way, but this business does. So we contacted them. They're willing to do it, and we're going to bring them together with this client, and together we'll help them. Now, it's not about money.
It sounds like a lot of networking is what you're banking on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Getting out, meeting people, shaking hands.
Yeah,
and matchmaking service almost.
I get carried away sometimes, but yeah, I talk to anybody who listens.
So, what are the type of things that your students will be able to do for a business once they're out? So if somebody's watching this, I'm looking for somebody, but are these guys going to be able to handle this type of situation for me?
We're looking mostly for...
a lot of people don't know what database management and all that type of stuff is, so...
They don't. And quite honestly, most businesses don't even need to know. They just need to know that whatever they have works, right? So our job would be to say, for example, hey, listen, I know you always wanted to run an accounting software, but you don't have the people to learn it. You don't have the people to use it. So, hey, let's tell you what, we're going to learn that for you. We're going to install it for you, and we're going to teach somebody in your office to use it. And if need be, we'll run it for you for X period of days, weeks, months. And all we ask for is a donation. We're not charging you or them the standard fee, that this businesses can charge.
I think what a lot of people don't understand is like any application they're going to run within their business, whether they're a core application, accounting you mentioned, website, stuff like that, it's got a data backend.
Correct. Everything
So
does.
are you telling me, and everybody listening, the millions and millions of people listening, that you're going to be able to provide help, skilled people to go in and help people with these types of things?
In every aspect of it, yeah.
Okay.
And not just that, we can also we hope to also be able to advise you. We may not be able to provide the application you may need, but we may be able to say, hey, listen, we did some research and we think that you can go with A, B, and C, and we'll provide you with all the information we have. If we can figure it out, we'll find someone to help you with that application outside the scope of what we may do, but. If we can find someone to help you, that's what we'll do.
So you're looking for students, you're looking for donations, you're looking for business to partner with, you're looking for a lot of stuff, right?
I'm looking for everything.
So how do they, I think the easiest way for them to get a hold of you then, if anybody who fits that niche, would be to go to your website, right?
You go to www.techforward.com. That's TEK.
Just like your t-shirt.
Yes, on my t-shirt, tekforward.org. And our information is in there.
All right, thanks for telling your story,
I
bud.
appreciate it, man.
All right,
Thanks
Luis
for the time.
Barnes with Tech Forward. This has been the Business Spotlight brought to you by Rober and Phillips, attorneys at law.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.